That's wrong. Good. I think the second technique was started this way. It was side strike, pivot, step in, boom. Right? I got the right technique? So here, side strike, punch, pivot. Side strike, punch, pivot. Yeah? Does it look familiar? It's exactly the same position, isn't it? Does it look familiar? Does it look familiar? It's the same position. Has to be the same position, otherwise it's a different technique, right? So what I'd like you to do, please, slow down, side strike, block, punch. You know what I'm doing, right? If I do this, I'm not gonna get it. Don't use your muscle. I have 2 points of contact. Now pivot. Try that part. Can you get up? Right? They're tight all the time. Okay? Side strike punch. Slow, pivot. Okay, listen, sorry to interrupt. Can I do it if he doesn't play along with me? No. Save you the embarrassment. No, I can't. I need him to come. I need him to side strike and come. Right? If he goes, well, why am I doing all that stuff? I should just kick him into privates and move on. Like that's, right? That's a silly thing. I need him, boom, strong. I need him to come at me. And then I can manipulate that power and move him. Okay? So as you go, you don't have to kill your partner, but you have to be there. Okay? I'm looking around. Only Nana. You do it. Only Nana is doing this. And I said to her, you're the only one who's doing this. She said, but you said to do it. Look, what is she doing that none of you are doing? Side strike, punch. Really relax. Like let go of everything. This is not a punch. See that? That's not a punch. This is a punch. You follow me? Because when this happens, I want to do this. Oh. Right? So is Nana going to get me? Well, yeah, she's got to punch me. Boom. Now she'll get me. Right? So please listen. Side strike. Punch. Boom. I'm already done. So her doing a pivot is easy actually, because I'm done. If I were here, some of you are having trouble. Go ahead, pivot. And why would I come? I'm strong. Why am I going around her? Right? So in this case, I'm not wrong. She's wrong. But she's actually the only one doing it right. Right? They punch. They will move. If they don't, it's kind of Darwinian approach. You know what I'm saying? Okay, science, yes.
In this case, is it a cross punch or like a...
So when we do it, from here, whack. So back fist. This will work just as fine, but it's harder for her to block, right? Typically, if you're gonna do a straight punch and she puts her hand up, I'm gonna go right through it, right? So the back fist lets her block, but it also lets me feel her. And now, I can get her. Right, I feel, boom, where she is here. If I punched her in the head, she's probably gone away, right? All right, go ahead. Okay, wait. I'm going to feel a couple more minutes. Is it okay? So, of course, this is just us practicing, right? nobody does the technique like this, right? You don't go, nobody does that. We do this all in one movement, right? But my point of practicing it that way is to help you feel that connection between those 2 points and to be able to put your center of gravity on those 2 points, right? So of course, we do it in one movement. But when I finish, if he's not broken, I did it wrong. Right? I can't do this. Look at him. How much trouble am I in? Well, wait a second. That always looks something. You have to get him, right? We do it all in one movement, for sure. But that still means that I gotta be able to put everything here. When I block him and guide him and punch him, it's not just play acting, right? It's gotta do something. Right? Now in the technique, we then bring this across. Then we step in. And then we throw with all the muscle we have. Right? Now try from here to here. Okay, last one. Big pivot. You have it. Right? This comes across, you grab, he's broken. You have a moment to make this step. Don't, as Paul said, it's not hockey. Right? You have this point, you're sliding for the second point, that's where you put your weight. Make sense? Okay. Try that. Okay. So, sorry, I'm going to steal one last couple of minutes. We don't do it this way. Right? And we don't even do it this way. Right? You know we do the whole thing all in one go, right? It's important though to be strong and, as Paul said at the very beginning, centered. Because if my strength doesn't come from my center, right, that means of course I'm going to rely on muscle. And none of us are going to beat up Julie. Right? So I can't rely on muscle. But I pointed out to you a few times that Uke is in exactly the same spot every time. Right? It's Sokumen Irimi Nage, that's where they're going to be at some point. So what's really important is not so much my ability to put my center of gravity on him, but really my ability to keep him flowing and off balance. And I can only do that if I'm strong and centered. If I'm falling, like, that's just silliness, right? But if I'm strong and centered, exactly what Paul said at the very beginning, he strikes, right? I just got to keep him off balance. It's not that hard. He's off balance, right? So with your partner, soft, and try to have them fall down, right? Soft, just help them fall down, right? But you have to be strong and centered. It really is about you. Soft. Right? Like you don't have to do any crazy things to him. He's off balance, I'm not. Right? That's why he falls down. So you can change anything you want as long as you have that principle. Okay? So for this technique, don't be strong, just be balanced. It's not hard, I'm just using my fingers. But he's off balance, so he's gonna fall down. Right? I'm just helping him go where his body wants to go. Okay? Just like 2 minutes. Okay. Consider. I lied before. One last teeny weeny. My people will have an advantage now. Okay. So, senior, stand strong. Anywhere you want to stand strong, stand strong. That's it. That's your strong. People are like this. Yeah, that's not strong, people. Stand strong. I don't care how, stand strong. Okay? Now, once you're standing strong, don't move. Right? Juniors, by using no muscle whatsoever, come up to them. And show them that they're not strong. Okay? Go ahead. Seniors, stand strong. Okay. Okay, so question. How much muscle did you have to use to knock them off balance? Yeah, so obviously not much, right? So when you're doing Aikido, just be smarter. Don't be more of a thug, right? You want to guide them, you want it to be soft, you want to help them fall off balance. Well, you could see you could do that with 2 little fingers, right? Even when they're set up and strong, you could still get them. It's actually not that difficult, right? So everybody here could do it. So then when you're doing Aikido techniques, if you do the pivot correctly or the shift correctly or the whatever, they're not strong, right? We did Sokumen Irimi Nage. Am I in a strong position? No. So how much effort do you really need to throw me to the ground? I mean, if I'm strong, you can get me like this. So you need even less, right? I'm so compromised. And you're in a good, strong position. So just think about that softness, keep that compromised position, and then help them to fall down, right? The odd time when they're ugly, just bury them. It feels really good, right? But only when they're ugly. Okay. Good. Thank you.
Tomorrow, what's the schedule?
2 o'clock.
2
till 5:15.
Okay, perfect. Great. Fantastic. Thanks, everyone. I really enjoyed speaking. I know Chris did too. So great, and also now thirsty and hungry. So.